This week marks 2 years of Andy Lugar on the job as United States Attorney for a second time in that top prosecutor role. To talk about what he's done and what he wants to keep doing, he joined Lou Raguse for a conversation.
What's the biggest difference in this tenure from your last one?
Biggest difference is violent crime.
Now 2 years into his second tenure as U.S. Attorney for the District of Minnesota, Andy Lugar says his work addressing violent crime isn't over, despite an improvement in crime statistics over the last year.
I think a crime stat tells part of the story. I think the question is, can we stand up a year from now, 2 years from now, 6 months from now, and say it's not just that violent crime is going down in certain areas, but also just the quality of the violence is going down, so that fewer people are using automatic machine guns on the streets. Fewer people are dying of fentanyl poisoning. Those kinds of measures, so it's quality as well as quantity.
Every prosecutor in the U.S. Attorney's Office.
In May 2022, Lugar announced a violent crime initiative with state, city, and other federal partners. His office started prosecuting all adult carjacking cases and zeroed in on illegal gun cases. And part of the reason the initiative will continue for the foreseeable future, they're attempting to take down Minneapolis street gangs.
The gangs took a couple of years to gear up and get strengthened. We're taking them apart piece by piece. That's going to take a while. If this is a football game, we're in the first quarter.
The song of the Feeding Our Future scandal remains the same.
Lugar's office has handled several high-profile cases over the last 2 years, including charging the largest pandemic fraud in the country, known as the Feeding Our Future case. The first trial is scheduled to start next month. Lugar is proud of the successful prosecution of sex trafficker Anton Lazaro, and he wants to raise awareness of the disturbing trend of online predators extorting young teens of sexually explicit photos, known as sextortion.
It is horrific. I would have every parent in the state of Minnesota talking to their children about this. Everybody.
Just last week, Lugar's office charged Ashley Deardahl, the girlfriend of the Burnsville first responder murderer Shannon Gooden, with making straw purchases to provide the guns he used, a high-profile example of a crime Lugar wants to address more.
I'd like to do more of those cases. I think they're important, and I know my partners in law enforcement do as well.
Looking into the future, Lugar says Department of Justice partners from Washington will be helping his office with a top-to-bottom review of their gang strategy, and they'll be sharing more information on that. Lugar hopes to have more time to continue other initiatives.
On a personal level, do you like this job?
I love this job. This is all I've ever wanted to do.
Do you plan on staying in this role as long as they'll have you?
As long as they'll have me.
The U.S. Attorney is a position appointed by the President of the United States, so the 2024 election could play a role in how long Lugar stays at his post. When Donald Trump took office in 2017, he relieved Lugar of his duties.
Lou and U.S. Attorney Lugar covered even more than you just saw in more detail. So if you want to check that out, there's an extended version on KARE11.com.